Hello everyone, and I hope you're having a nice day, and it's here. It's finally here. We have our ninja structure deck that we were promised a few months back, and just to finally have this makes me so happy. It's a nice mid-range control deck that has a decent amount of interaction. It does very well against like decks that require monsters to be face up. So fusion decks don't really care. Uh, I'm unsure if links can link face down. I'm pretty sure they can't. I'm pretty sure you need to be able to confirm the monster and XCs and synchro monsters. That if you can just flip down a material for them to go into a crucial boss monster, very nice. And this deck will be able to go into that thanks to Joe the Gravity Ninja, who's one of the craziest monsters in this deck. So I'm gonna go over the standard deck profile. We'll do staples first to just get those out of the way. 3 max because best card in the game. 3 Ash because it stops the best card in the game. 2 Called By because you can only run 2 and it stops the best card in the game. And Cross Out Designator because it stops the best card in the game. We're gonna run Triple Imperm, very nice against a majority of decks. And 3 Book of Moon because even though we're not in a Book of Moon meta, it doesn't feel like because the game isn't so focused around the Rise Art. He's not even in yet, but it's just really funny with this deck. Going into the actual monsters, 3 Tobari, 3 Mitsu, 3 Hanzo, non-once per turn searches, depending on flip and or normal. 1 Baku and 1 Kagero. You essentially only need one of both of these. Double Joe, the Gravity Ninja. One of the funniest interruptions, flip face down. Not many decks can play through that. Nibiru, just because we had room for more hand traps. Playing the field spell because it's sort of a requirement for our Mitsu ultimate insect interaction. Iron Digger requirement for the interaction as well as just being a nice recursion tool and removal option. Double duplication because duplication is you can afford to play one of this, but duplication allows you to trade out a monster, allows you to search out Hanzo if you need, get Joe out if you need, disruption. It's a very nice card. Dancing Leaves essentially can let you summon out 4 monsters. At, at most 4 monsters, depending on what you tribute. If you tribute Joe, you can summon out 4 monsters. You tribute Hanzo, you can summon out 3. Very nice card. Extra deck, 3 Armor Ninja and 3 Battle Ninja. Very nice cards. I feel like 3 Maizen is sort of a requirement just because he's a very nice monster. He allows you to close out games without actually having to interact with your opponent's board. Just a very nice card. Ultimate Great Insect has an effect that it can quick effect destroy all cards on your monster's field. Very nice. And you can actually make this fairly easily. All you need is a field spell zone, which is actually why we're playing the field spell. And an insect monster with 2000 attack, equipped with an equip spell, which is why we have Mitsu. Well, she's just a requirement regardless. And the Iron Digger, which is very nice. Going over staples, we have Phoenix out back row. This deck can't really interact with back row that much outside of a specific few cards. Field Spell and Equip Spell, Masquerena. Everyone should have this. One of the best link monsters in the game. Unicorn, removal option, and Underworld Goddess in case we actually have to interact with that monster, such as Avermax. I'm pretty sure we can't attack directly through Avermax, but I could be wrong. Rashi Recursion, we say we contact fuse one of our monsters, which these guys can't be contact fused. We can reset a Hanzo and we can keep going. And we're gonna be running double Saizo. Saizo's also another tool that allows us to search out a ninjutsu art. And as we've seen, our ninjutsu arts are crazy. So that's the deck profile, and we're gonna get into the game. Doing this because I just recorded the entire thing muted. Hello guys, so we're back here with our first game on ninjas, and we get a pretty okay hand. So, we summon Hanzo, not once per turn, to use any of his effects. So if you can play multiple Hanzos, you can essentially just get everything you need with just one monster. So here he activates Rebellion, and here I'm like, oh, this could just be a normal deck. I'm gonna cut him off from Bestials. Granted, I don't really think any of my monsters really care. And it turns out to be actual Brandon. So he plays Blended Fusion, summon the Albion. And with the Albion, the weird thing about Albion, I don't think Albion you can do the Branded in red to dodge, since Albion needs the monsters engrave, and if you do Branded in red, then you have to banish those monsters. I don't think you can do Albion dodge Branded in red. So I just negate Albion with the Imperm, and I'm just free from here. Can't really do much. Unless he has a normal summon. He could normal summon Albaz, but that doesn't work out. Now we're gonna tribute our Hanzo to set our Kagero. And he reads Kagero's effect, doesn't choose to attack Kagero, but I'm pretty sure I still get off my, pretty sure I still get to do Kagero effect. So he tributes Albion, summon Rebellion, and then I send his Witch of the Black Forest to the graveyard, and he grabs an Ordering Jar. Mitsu has a negate, which is very nice for this deck, whose main form of interruption is flipping face down. Having a negation on top of that just helps the deck out. And we still get a Kagero effect that he tried to avoid. We still end up getting it. Adds back the Ecclesia, and he's gonna pass turn when he adds Regain to hand. So now we can do our Mitsu Hanzo. So I flip Mitsu first in case he wants to max Z, and then once I see no response, I do Hanzo. Hanzo grab the Beast Ninja. Beast Ninja are gonna return Dancing Leaves to the hand, so we can use it next turn. We're gonna actually summon Saizo. Saizo, we get to set another ninjutsu art. And then we're gonna summon Maizen. And Maizen's effect allows us to attack directly for 4,500 using both of our monsters. 3,500 life left, so he has to do something about our field, which we'll be able to flip monsters face down if we have to. Maizen effect. And here is actually a misplay on my end. I accidentally summon Jo the Gravity Ninja, and I get alpha for my trouble. So alpha is gonna return too. Unfortunate, but we're gonna use Notebook on the kit. Summon the Kagero. And summon the Iron Digger, which we're not actually able to use this game since we can't really access it, but it's actually a really nice thing that sometimes comes up that allows you to have an interaction with Ultimate Great Insect. And this guy summons the Blackluster Soldier, so I'm like, what is he doing? He's playing Lynx in a branded deck, and Blackluster Soldier of all monsters. It's just really weird. Blackluster Soldier, and then he's actually playing like a weird Floodgate. I don't really know. I'm okay with it because my deck calls by name instead of type, so it doesn't really affect me. We end up actually grabbing another Notebook of Mystery. We grab another Mitsu. Gonna summon Mitsu in case he has any effects he can do. Mitsu. Tribute Hanzo, summon Hanzo to get Hanzo's second effect. Or actually the same effect, I'm pretty sure. And here I was just testing to see if Joe can trigger his own effect to destroy. But not. Summon Maizen, and then we can attack directly in the game there. And there was our first game, and ninjas, they're like not good, but they're not bad. But they're pretty nice. They're pretty fun. Hop into our second game here, and now knowing slightly a bit more from our last game, which was literally formed right before, and we end up drawing this hand. No starters, I don't think. So we are just able to hope that our hand drops are able to save us. Here I Ash his Foolish Burial. I see that he's on heroes, so Ashing Foolish Burial, I can think I can stop the I forget which monster it is. I'm pretty sure there's a monster that if sent to the graveyard can add you a mass change, but I'm not sure. So he has Stratos in hand. Stratos add a monster to hand that has to be normal summon, so I'm free. And now we can just Hanzo, Tabari, summon Joe. Joe flip Stratos face down, and there was, I don't think there was much I could do there. It's I was just so unsure. And here he summons Vion, so I Ash Vion. He's actually gonna called by, so I'm going to Imperm the Vion in the same column I said, and he's actually gonna droplet to dodge. So there he uses normal summon. I'm unsure if he has any other plays. I'm pretty sure he can't play after this, since that was his normal summon. He's in a monster to the grave. As another Stratos. And he has to have a fusion spell in hand to play, and he doesn't look that bad. And we actually end up drawing into our best card. We draw Hanzo, and it gets ashed. Which is mighty unfortunate. But hey, we have another Hanzo. Oh, actually, I forgot. I'm watching this in post time, and I actually forgot. He called by Ash, so I was able to add the Dancing Leaves. Add Dancing Leaves. Hanzo flips, so I get to activate Gravity Ninja's Destruction effect. Able to clear his field. Add Baku, the Beast Ninja. Baku summons itself. Gonna add back the Dancing Leaves, and we're gonna attack with these 4 monsters. And put them really low on life points. Pretty sure 800. I'm pretty sure I could have played an FTK there, but I didn't really know the line. So now he's on 600 LP. And there I decide to use the Dancing Leaves early to set up Mitsu, but gets ashed. Unfortunate. So he's gonna banish 2, summon Sunrise, and then summon Stratos that was in his hand to add Honest Neos. And I don't die here. Like, I never die here. For some reason, he targets my back row instead of destroying any of my main monsters on the field. Or I'm pretty sure Dancing Leaves. Which, it should be targeted... Actually, it's not attached to anything. But he targets a back row monster for some reason. When I'm pretty sure he could destroy 3 of my monsters and leave me on just 1 card on the field. Probably would have been better what I would have done. We're gonna set duplication, and we're gonna set Tabari from the graveyard. He's gonna destroy our secret art and destroy 2 of our monsters. So now he's stuck, and he actually makes a misplay here. He goes into Verte Anaconda, and I'm pretty sure he's trying to summon DPE, but he can't activate his effect due to being on too low life, and he surrendered. Ninjas and Masterduel, they feel nice. One of the decks they actually perform really well against, being Kashtira is not at full power, and it's actually kind of weird to see how this deck performs in a meta that's just so unique. It's like, I don't really know how to explain Masterduel meta. It's like the decks from like multiple years back can be played. There's just so many decks you can run into, and it's nice to see how current decks match up against like previous decks from like their past few years. It's really nice. But ninjas, they feel pretty okay. Like they don't feel high tierish. Hell, they might not even be mid tier. They're pretty mid, to be honest, but they're a pretty fun deck. But anyways, if you think I could have played it better, leave it down below and give me tips on what combos I could play. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.